You know what I got to do? I got to find the. I have like a little piece of foam for the microphone, but okay. Hi everybody, it's Mark Rushton of MarkRushtonGallery.com. It is Saturday, January 25th, and this is another one of my ink paintings here. So what I do is I make. It's what I've been doing lately. Well, I've been working on this surface for a long time, like over 30 years, spun bonded olefin. And, been doing thermal printing of photographs and then kind of colorizing them. That's kind of my shtick. I did this last night, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't like how this turned out at all. So, and I've got a backup here just in case. We're going to do a little landscape after I ruin this one here. My philosophy is, if you have a painting that goes bad, yeah, it's like a fallen souffle, and you either try to adapt it into something else or toss it. That's my feeling. And so what I like to do with these things, especially portraits, is I like to leave part of them black and white. That really good lo-fi, and that didn't work out. And so I left part of it as I was going to crop it into a square. And really, again, I forget to get the things that I need. But and the thing about ink is, once you go dark, it's hard to come back from that. It's not like I can put blue or black ink on here and then, I can just put some white over it like acrylic paint. You can't do that. It doesn't really work like that. Sometimes you can put a little white on there and it'll fog it up a little bit, or yeah, like that. And it kind of has an interesting effect, particularly if you get the grains here in the spun bonded olefin. But otherwise, you're out of luck. And I don't really want to use black. I do too much black. I think what I may do, blue is always good. Blue for the background here. Blue for the wind. Let's try it. Let's see how much this screws everything up, right? So let's just make everything blue. Holy crap, that might have saved it. That might have saved it. Oh my gosh, this is actually kind of turning out kind of cool. This will be a square crop because this lower section here just sucks. But well, I might have a workable image here. This upper section here. Great thing about it is, so then what I do after kind of smooth it off a little bit, and then maybe if I want to, put some white on it or something like that. Then what I'll just do is I'll scan it at a high resolution, and then you get your image out of it. You just crop your image. So it's not like this is going to be the image or the painting. It's like it's going to be this little section here, and that's cool. I really love that effect there. You get that with the grain of the olefin fibers, a little hint of orange sticking out here, and this is almost like electricity or whatever. That's a keeper. I saved it. That was quick. I was ready to talk. I was ready to throw this away before I even. It doesn't have to be any more than that. You don't have to stress about it. I'm going to put this off to the side here, let it dry. I'll scan that. later. Maybe I'll put it in the Rushton Gallery. I don't know. Links are down in the description. I do have a mailing list that goes out every week. I had one that went out today. It either goes out Saturday or Sunday. Today I decided to just send it out on Saturday. I put a lot of effort into my mailing list. I try to put a lot of effort into everything. All right, so this one here, printed off on the Lo-Fi thermal ribbon printer. This is a photo that I took a couple weeks ago in the morning. This down here is like extreme early twilight. And then this was like clouds. And I don't know whether it was like light reflecting off from the street lights or something like that. And then, of course, you have the roadway down here. Of course, this has all been processed in, an app and stuff. But it's from an original photograph that I took. So let's get down to it. Of course, who knows whether it's night or day. I know it was taken in the extreme early morning. But let's do blue all the way across here. I think we're going to get a really awesome looking effect from it. And then I'll figure out what to do down here. We'll just toss that up there. Get that liquid down in here. Come on. Come on. And honestly, I don't care about hitting the lines there or anything like that. And that's a good first layer. Now, what I'm going to do, plop a second wet layer here right on top. Let's see what that does. Oh, that did not go well. That did not go well at all. That's not what I wanted. I wanted grain. Okay, so let's try something else here. Go back to let's throw a little white on here. Sometimes throwing white onto a color when it's still not entirely dried can create kind of a foggy effect. Oh yeah, that might be it. And what I do is I just get it wet and I just keep working it. Pretty good. Let's throw a little bit more. Throw a little bit more of the white in there. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of that grain coming out. And just smear it while it's wet. Don't get your sleeve in it. How about one more? One more. What do you think? Getting there. I don't know how this looks on the camera here. I think this is a 720p camera, which is pretty good. That's HD. Right? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Now I'll throw this on here, and then as it dries, it kind of gets a little bit darker. That's why you gotta keep layering it on like that. See how that is? That's pretty good. That will scan pretty good. It's not exactly what I wanted it to be, but it's close. And sometimes close is okay. Now, what about down here at the bottom? Because we got this. This is probably a 3x4 crop. 3 tall, 4 wide, 3 tall, 4x3, whatever. What should I do down here in the bottom? What do you think? I'm thinking black. Thinking black. Maybe. Maybe maybe it's not too bad. And if the black doesn't work out, I can always throw a little white on it, right? That's brown. That's brown. It's okay. Let's do some carbon black down here. People coming in, people leaving. You're not painting pretty pictures. You're not even painting. You're just spreading ink. I had that a while back. Somebody was just like, oh, I found you, not true. What? You don't have to hang out. There we go. That's the effect that I wanted upstairs, but this is good. Of course, I'm not going to get that effect up here because I do have a little bit of this thermal ribbon printer texture up here, so that's probably going to stifle that a bit. So we got it there. Let's leave that as it is. I think that's as perfect as it's going to get there. So let's kind of in here. Now, what I need to do is I need to get some, what do they call those things? Like matting, like a matting for this. So I got to get a mat that fits this horizontally, vertically, and square. So I have to get my sizes figured out. And then, maybe run up to Hobby Lobby or something like that. Can't do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Hobby Lobby is closed on Sunday. But I think that turned out pretty good there. And the line is the line, that's you got a little bit of horizon there, you got a little bit of curb and my car right here, but we can actually this crop doesn't have to go all the way down. It can just go down to like right here. I can do that. So anyway, that turned out pretty good there. So I'm actually happy with these. We'll see how they scan and turn out. Maybe I'll turn them into the thumbnail or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm Mark Rushton. More of my paintings are at markrushtongallery.com. I'm also a recording artist and have links in the description to the streaming services and Bandcamp. You can also license my music on Pond 5. That is it for this evening. Thank you for stopping by.